Hello everyone, this is the start of a video series I'm going to be starting that's loosely inspired by the Super Coen Brothers series, Fast Facts, in which I ramble off a bunch of random/interesting facts about MC Sparkler and Nice stories. The first one I want to cover is one of our favorite stories, Hide and Seek. So, let's go! Hide and Seek was started on April 1st, 2017 and finished on June 23rd, 2017. The idea for the story came from when I was thinking to myself, what would happen if one of the characters got kidnapped and another character, in an attempt to save the first character, also got kidnapped? The idea ended up translating to Avery and Sam's characters, respectively. The idea for Sam and Avery falling in love with each other was an idea I had while lying in my bed one night. I decided to experiment with it for this story, and although it was a little bit cheesy, I ended up liking it, so I went with it. Although I will say this was the first story of mine that I ever had to rate as mature on Wattpad. Don't ask. The name Hide and Seek was actually planning to be used for another story idea MC Sparkler had, but that story was basically dead, so we just decided to go with it for this story. In the playlist, all but one of the songs were a part of the Top 100 Story Playlist Songs compilation I made a while back. The exception to this was the ending theme from the arcade version of Dragon Spirit. The codenames for all of the Wolf agents are the names of zodiac symbols. The codename for the leader, Gemini, is actually MC Sparkler's zodiac symbol. In case you're wondering, mine is Leo. If the story were a movie, the prologue would actually look very similar to the opening scene from most Gradius MSX games, as evident by the song selection. The first Avery POV is actually supposed to very closely resemble the first Avery POV of The Wanted. It is never stated anywhere in the story, but at this point in the series, Brielle would actually be the oldest at a senior, Avalon would be a junior, and the rest of the main characters would be sophomores, all of them in high school. At one point in the story, Heath reaches for the car radio to get some music going and Avalon rejects him, saying, "Driver picks the music, shotgun shuts his cake hole." This is a line from Supernatural. The stuck scene in Chapter 5 combined ideas from both a Soul Link episode and a Shifty Look episode of Mappy. I had a little bit of fun with this chapter. The roof chase scene where Sam and Avery are trying to escape from Wolf was inspired by the roof chase scene from the Family Guy episode Joe's Revenge. The guy Heath sits with at lunch, Joe, is actually based off of a guy who actually sits with our IRL counterparts at lunch, also named Joe. The beginning of the scene where Skylar tells Elle what really happened to Sam actually closely resembles part of the beach scene from The Wanted. This is currently the only story to feature both Boss Rush number 1 and Boss Rush number 2 from Gradius Gaiden in the playlist, but not have them play one after the other. Instead, Impregnable Fortress from Gradius 5 is placed in between the two of them. This is the first story in the main side story series to feature Avery as a character since The Unknown. The odd inclusion of Jack on the rescue team was mainly because I needed another guy on the team other than Heath. When Elle is invading the Wolf headquarters, she at one point nearly stumbles butt first into a trash can and then proceeds to reference the stuck scene from The Unknown. At two different points in the story, Brielle says she would do anything for Avery, and another character has to ask her about Sam. This was just a lighthearted jab at Brielle's character. In a time expectancy for a story, the self-destruct timer would actually last 2 minutes and 22 seconds. The triangle formation that agents Aquarius, Capricorn, and Sagittarius use against Avalon is a minor reference to the triangle formation from Triple Core from Gradius Gaiden, once again evident by the song selection. What do Sarah from Dare, Carson from Stolen, and Brooklyn from Ghostly Quest all have in common? All main characters in one story each, and all present at the party at the end of the story. And finally, in the current revision of the story, when the characters are reminiscing over all of their previous adventures, the original version of The Smartest Kids Alive is mentioned instead of the reborn version. I need to change that sometime soon. Thank you for watching. I plan on doing this for several more of the side stories, so if you're interested, please stay tuned for more of these videos.